Guys, last time we were out here, coaching staff didn't like what we saw. You all know it wasn't good enough. So let's make up for that today and have a great one. I know you got it in you, so let me see that greatness come out on the field, all right? Let's do it.
Ready. Now! Down! 70, Indy! Set, go! Let's go now! 10 Lobo! Leaf River! Leaf River! Set! Stick! Hurry! Come on, set! 8, read! Shoot!
The pressure is on. This one is for the goal.
Ready, ready!
Okay, Coach. Well, with the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
On the double.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Army.
Hit it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now back to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Complete to Joe Mixon.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Ready.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, get in the weight room. 56, Mike. 56.
They'll drop the throw.
Get that ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board.
Here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Hey, watch the screen.
This is Mostert. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Mostert. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go. Wait, 80.
Rip right.
Hey, alert. Alert! Alert!
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Check 13. Check 13. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch the edge.
Look, squeeze.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
Hey, Sam on. 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Stop your whining.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Ready? 90 Wolf.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready. 50, plant.
Check Mike, check Mike.
2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon, 47 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Mostert. He takes it to the 15. A flashy move, but little to show for it. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go,
The
here we go,
run
here we
only
go.
got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
21.
Check 37, check 37. Shit.
Recon, 132 fighter. 11.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That cute stuff ain't working.
It's Third down and 9 yards to go.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Third and short, McKinnon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
That's another Bengals first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback. Ready?
Now Joe Mixon. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hit it. Bang, bang,
from the gun to give to Mixon.
bang, bang.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So that'll back them up 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
I got him. I got him. Check, 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 check.
2, 2, 2.
Here's Mostert. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go. Black 80!
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
11.
Now Garoppolo leads from McKinnon on the draw. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50.
Hey, 2.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Here we go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd down, McKinnon. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Hey, Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Fair. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
Yeah, he did.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Bengals 24-yard line.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target. Deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Now Garoppolo.
That's
A dump down to McKinnon. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
Watch 10. Come on.
One, Omaha.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Buzz.
Mike's 50. Oh, get him.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Another try after the first down sack. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to look end zone here for Pettis. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Check 99.
You're out.
Coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Check 9.
Hard.
Jim.
5.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. He'll look to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2 yards on the pickup. Here we go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
George Kittle. A gain of 19.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 2nd down, McKinnon. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one good for 33 in the first. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
And goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Escaping the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there,
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard.
He's checking.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, they're scared.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Yes.
36. Check 50. Check.
Rock it.
24. Check 24. Hey, alert 3.
Hit it.
He'll look to throw.
Check 26.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
I'm coming.
2nd down and inches.
Slam. Check 3.
Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Mike 54. All day, baby.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and long. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator.
Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey. Rice, 5.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
And 12 yards to go.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Mike's 5-4.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that
Hey, lock it.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game.
49ers 13.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Check pass.
Now they run with Mixon. Always got some breathing room. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch 54. Nice, sweetheart.
Hey, rock it.
Showing it.
Ready?
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do. We kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position. But it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On first down, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
49ers.
Here we go. 180.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Don't get nervous. Hey, switch gears.
12, fellas. Here we go.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Garoppolo now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
Here we go.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, gun.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time.
Here we go.
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. But I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 49ers' 26-yard line.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
Hey, check.
Get it.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Quit talking about it.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
We got 6 all day.
A 9-yard touchdown grab. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking the 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
One final try now for Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bengals, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.